color of the walls in my childhood home was a particular yellow I have never seen replicated in any other room. And I have looked because the color, whether or not the paint could be found, would not give back the room, the light through the curtains on the particular yellow of the morning, and the way the yellow made it certain that home was warm. The color of home is the specific color of the room where you first felt safe. The color of home is both fuller and simpler than the color on the page of any catalog. The color of home is the yellow I can't find. The color of home is the particular kind, the one that lived in the walls of the beginning. The color of home, I've been spending years looking for it in the houses since. The color of home, the evidence of the first place that the South called mine. The color of home is the bottom line of all my searching. Color of home. I painted my hallway something close to it last autumn, the nearest approximation, and stood inside the painted hallway early on a Saturday in the particular station of the morning that the yellow hallway gives, and felt the particular warmth and thought of the childhood and the yellow in the morning, and the home that the particular yellow brought back briefly. The color of home is the specific color of the room where you first felt safe. The color of home is both fuller and simpler than the color on the page of any catalog. The color of home is the yellow I can't find. The color of home is the particular kind, of one that lived in the walls of the beginning. The color of home, I've been spending years looking for it in the houses since. The color of home, the evidence of the first place that the South called mine. The color of home is the bottom line of all my searching. Color of home, paint your home the color that feels right. Paint it without the catalog's opinion. Paint your home the color of the light you wanna live inside. In your dominion, your own dominion. The color of home is the yellow I can't find. The color of home is the particular kind, a woman lived in the walls of the beginning. The color of home, I've been spending years looking for it in the houses small table for one at the window is not the sad thing that the world assumes. The small table for one is the particular permission to inhabit all the rooms of yourself without the audience of another person's needs and preferences. The small table for one is the practice of the self as its own best references for what it wants and needs today. The small table for one is not the lonely. The small table for one is the chosen. The small table for one is the only table where everything is fully open to the particular hunger you brought. Table for one, I asked for it. Table for one, I'm glad for it. The window and the menu and the time. Table for one, this meal is mine in the way that shared meals rarely are. Table for one, the particular star of eating exactly what I wanted. Table for one, unhaunted by anyone else's appetite. Table for one, I order the thing I never order when I'm with someone who might judge the choice, and ate it slowly in the window and gave the eating my full particular voice of attention without the conversation, competing for it, and found the food was more itself without the distraction, and the lunch was more than just the food. It was the company of myself. The small table for one is not the lonely. The small table for one is the chosen. The small table for one is the only table where everything is fully open to the particular hunger you brought. Table for one, I asked for it. Table for one, I'm glad for it. The window and the menu and the time. Table for one, this meal is mine in the way that shared meals rarely are. Table for one, the particular star of eating exactly what I wanted. Table for one, unhaunted by anyone else's appetite. Table for one. Take yourself to lunch today. Take yourself and order what you want. Take yourself to lunch today. The small table for one is the font of self-knowing. 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 Table for one, I asked for it. Table for one, I'm glad for it. The window and the menu and the time. Table for one, this meal is mine in the way that shared meals The path is worn where I walk in most, the grass worn thin in the particular line of the feet that are found the most efficient, way between the gate and the particular shrine of the garden bench and the worn path is the evidence of the years of the morning coffee walks and the evening thinking walks, and the path records without adorning everything I've given it to hold. The worn path is the autobiography of the body moving through the ordinary. The worn path is the particular geography of the life lived in the stationary world of the home repeated. The worn path through the garden, the worn path, no pardon needed for the wearing of the ground. The worn path, the most profound evidence of the life in one place. The worn path, the particular grace of the years impressed on the earth. The worn path, the particular worth of belonging somewhere. Worn path. I noticed the worn path last April, when the morning was the kind that shows you things you'd stop seeing in the familiar. And I stood in the garden and the worn path showed me something about the years of the walking that I hadn't quite articulated, which was that the walking had been faithful to the garden, and the garden had waited and recorded it. The worn path is the autobiography of the body moving through the ordinary. The worn path is the particular geography of the life lived in the stationary world of the home repeated. The worn path through the garden, the worn path, no pardon needed for the wearing of the ground. The worn path, the most profound evidence of the life in one place. The worn path, the particular grace of the years impressed on the earth. The worn path, the particular worth of belonging somewhere. Worn path, make a worn path somewhere. Make it with the years of the returning. Make a worn path somewhere and let the earth keep the learning of your footsteps. The worn path through the garden, the worn path, no pardon needed for the wearing of the ground. The worn path, the most profound evidence of the life in one place. The worn path, the particular grace of the years impressed on the earth. The worn path, the particular worth of belonging somewhere. Worn path. Worn path.
The last chapter of this particular story is being written in the current days, and I can feel the narrative concluding. the way you feel the end of something's phase before the next phase has announced itself. The last chapter of this version of the life is full of the accumulation of the years and the particular ease that follows strife when strife has done its work. The last chapter is not the sad chapter. The last chapter is the most alive. The last chapter is the full and gathered version of the story that survived to its own conclusion. The last chapter, I'm writing it now. The last chapter, I don't know how it ends, but I know it's ending well. The last chapter, I have more to tell than any previous chapter had to offer. The last chapter, not the end, but softer than the middle, which was hard and true. The last chapter is the harvest of the through and through of the living. Last chapter. The last chapter doesn't mean the last. The last chapter of this means the first of the next, and the next is already forming in the way that the next always is rehearsed in the endings. And the last chapter ending is the first chapter of the next beginning. And I have learned to love the last chapter for what it means about the next beginning that it carries. The last chapter is not the sad chapter. The last chapter is the most alive. The last chapter is the full and gathered version of the story that survived to its own conclusion. The last chapter, I'm writing it now. The last chapter, I don't know how it ends, but I know it's ending well. The last chapter, I have more to tell than any previous chapter had to offer. The last chapter, not the end, but softer than the middle, which was hard and true. The last chapter is the harvest of the through and through of the living. Last chapter, write the last chapter well. Write it like it's the first chapter. Write the last chapter, tell the truth of where you've been and where the after will find you. The last chapter, I'm writing it now. The last chapter, I don't know how it ends, but I know it's ending well. The last chapter, I have more to tell than any previous chapter had to offer. The last chapter, not the end, but softer than the middle, which was hard and true. The last chapter is the harvest of the through and through of the living. Last chapter, last chapter. The beautiful ordinary is the thing that takes the longest to appreciate. The beautiful ordinary is the life that looks like nothing from the outside gate.
but inside is the accumulation of the years of the consistent and the true, and the beautiful ordinary from the inside is the most beautiful view that I have ever had. The beautiful ordinary is right here. The beautiful ordinary doesn't hide. The beautiful ordinary is the dear familiar life that lives on every side of the person paying attention. The beautiful ordinary, I found it. The beautiful ordinary, all around it was always there, and I was looking past. The beautiful ordinary, built to last in ways the extraordinary isn't. The beautiful ordinary, the glistening of the everyday in the particular light. The beautiful ordinary, the sign of everything I have. Beautiful ordinary. I describe my ordinary day to someone who was going through the difficult and found that what I described as ordinary to them was beautiful, was the profound evidence of a life that had the things that matter, the people and the place, and the routines that give the day its shape, and the particular love inside the space of the ordinary. The beautiful ordinary is right here. The beautiful ordinary doesn't hide. The beautiful ordinary is the dear familiar life that lives on every side of the person paying attention. The beautiful ordinary, I found it. The beautiful ordinary, all around it was always there, and I was looking past. The beautiful ordinary, built to last in ways the extraordinary isn't. The beautiful ordinary, the glistening of the everyday in the particular light. The beautiful ordinary, the side of everything I have. Beautiful ordinary. See the beautiful ordinary today. See it in the coffee, in the commute. See the beautiful ordinary and say, this particular life is the absolute gift of the ordinary. Gift of the ordinary. The beautiful ordinary, I found it. The beautiful ordinary, all around it was always there, and I was looking past. The beautiful ordinary, built to last in ways the extraordinary isn't. The beautiful ordinary, the glistening of the everyday in the particular light. The beautiful ordinary, the sign of everything I have. Beautiful ordinary. Beautiful ordinary. The quiet weekend is the rarest kind, the one where without the social obligation, the one where the calendar is clear and the silence is the whole itinerary of the nation, of my personal time, my own republic, of the 2 days that belong entirely to me. And I had it last weekend and I used it to do the things that only the quiet can see into properly. The quiet weekend is not the failure of the social or the interesting life. The quiet weekend is the particular sailor who navigates by the inner life and needs the still water to find direction. The quiet weekend, nobody calling. The quiet weekend, nothing appalling about the Saturday with nothing in it. The quiet weekend, every minute belonging to the particular nothing. The quiet weekend, the particular something that the nothing gives you when you let it. The quiet weekend, I won't forget it. This one was the best. Quiet weekend. I read 2 books and baked the bread and walked a long way around the park alone and sat in the garden in the afternoon and felt the particular quality of the known pleasure of the undemanded hours and thought about the people I love without the pressure of the performing it, and found the love was fully for the above, the frail, the weekend. The quiet weekend is not the failure of the social or the interesting life. The quiet weekend is the particular sailor who navigates by the inner life and needs the still water to find direction. The quiet weekend, nobody calling. The quiet weekend, nothing appalling about the Saturday with nothing in it. Quiet weekend, protect the quiet weekend, protect it like it matters, it does. Protect the quiet weekend. The quiet weekend is because you need it, you need it. The quiet weekend, nobody calling. The quiet weekend, nothing appalling about the Saturday with nothing in it. Oh, quiet weekend, every minute belonging to the particular nothing. The quiet weekend, the particular something that the nothing gives you when you let it. The quiet weekend, I won't forget it. This one was the best. Quiet weekend. Quiet weekend. Quiet weekend. my parents' drink of evening tea and whatever news came on before the late shows and the day was gone. And that every song that played became the sound of everything around. Became bound to the smell of something cooking and the light of a particular evening, a particular night. Radio days before the algorithm chose. Radio days before the playlist froze. Everything in place and never surprised you. Radio days when music just arrived. Radio days, the songs we didn't pick. Radio days, the ones that somehow stick more than any song we've ever searched. Radio days, discovered from the purge of whoever was the DJ, whoever played the song we didn't know we needed. Radio days, the beautiful unplanned collision of a life and a song in a hand, reaching for the dial. Radio days. I found an old recording of a show from 1980 something years ago, and heard the jingles and the presenter's voice, and felt a grief I couldn't quite voice for the randomness of what used to play. The way a song could ambush you midday with something you'd forgotten that you knew, and suddenly the song was made for you. Radio days before the algorithm chose. Radio days before the playlist froze. Everything in place and never surprised you. Radio days when music just arrived. Radio days, the songs we didn't pick. Radio days, the ones that somehow stick more than any song we've ever searched. Radio days, discovered from the purge of whoever was the DJ, whoever played the song we didn't know we needed. Radio days, the beautiful unplanned collision of a life and a song in a hand, reaching for the dial. Radio days. Let something surprise you today. Let something come from somewhere you didn't plan. Let the radio of life play its way and catch you while you can. While you can. Radio days, the songs we didn't pick. Radio days, the ones that somehow stick more than any song we've ever searched. Radio days, discovered from the purge of whoever was the DJ, whoever played the song we didn't know we needed. Radio days, the beautiful unplanned collision of a life and a song in a hand, reaching for the dial. Radio days. Radio days. Radio days. Radio days. I made my bed today for the first time in a week that had not been my finest, and stood back and looked at the small result of that one ordinary act of trust in myself, that I could do the thing, however small, however basic. And something in the making of that bed said more to me than I would have predicted. The small victories count. They add up to an amount that's larger than you know. The small victories show the way back to yourself when you've been gone. Small victories, they matter more than you think. Small victories, they pull you from the brink of giving up on who you're trying to be. Small victories, collect them carefully. The phone call made the bill that's finally paid. The sorry said, the step outside afraid. Small victories are where the big ones start. Small victories are how you keep your heart in the game. Small victories. I ran for 20 minutes in the cold when every part of me was being told by something warm inside to stay in bed, and celebrated louder in my head than any marathon I'd ever run. Because the 20 minutes in the sun when you are struggling is worth more than 100 when you're at your best. Before that, the small victories count. They add up to an amount that's larger than you know. The small victories show the way back to yourself when you've been gone. Small victories, they matter more than you think. Small victories, they pull you from the brink of giving up on who you're trying to be. Small victories, collect them carefully. The phone call made the bill that's finally paid. The sorry said, the step outside afraid. Small victories are where the big ones start. Small victories are how you keep your heart in the game. Small victories, celebrate the small ones. Celebrate them loud. The small ones keep you going. The small ones make you proud of the person you're becoming. One small victory at a time, at a time. Small victories, they matter more than you think. Small victories, they pull you from the brink of giving up on who you're trying to be. Small victories, collect them carefully. The phone call made the bill that's finally paid. The sorry said, the step outside afraid. Small victories are where the big ones start. Small victories are how you keep your heart in the game. Small victories, small victories. I started walking to work in the spring when the bus felt like too much for the morning, and found that the 20 minutes on foot was the best particular warning that the day was beginning, that the body was moving through the city in the air, and the particular freshness of the walking was worth the extra time and worth the wear on the shoes. The morning walk to work is the transition. The morning walk to work is the between. The morning walk to work is the permission to arrive at the desk, having already been outside and moving and awake. The morning walk to work, the city waking. The morning walk to work, the bread baking in the bakery on the corner of the route. The morning walk to work, the particular commute that puts the body in the right arrangement. The morning walk to work, the engagement with the actual world before the screens. The morning walk to work is what it means to start well. Morning walk to work. I pass the same people on the morning walk at the same points in the same sequence, and we have the nod of the familiar strangers, the particular unspoken sequences of recognition without the introduction. And I feel less alone in the walking through the city for the nodding and the passing of the people going somewhere too. In the morning walk to work is the transition. The morning walk to work is the between. The morning walk to work is the permission to arrive at the desk, having already been outside and moving and awake. The morning walk to work, the city waking. The morning walk to work, the bread baking in the bakery on the corner of the route. The morning walk to work, that particular commute that puts the body in the right arrangement. The morning walk to work, the engagement with the actual world before the screens. The morning walk to work is what it means to start well. Morning walk to work. Walk to work when you can walk. Walk instead of sitting in the going. Walk to work and let the walking talk you into the day that's already growing. Already growing. The morning walk to work, the city waking. The morning walk to work, the bread baking in the bakery on the corner of the route. The morning walk to work, the particular commute that puts the body in the right arrangement. The morning walk to work, the engagement with the actual world before the screens. The morning walk to work is what it means to start well. Morning walk to work. Morning walk to work. The neighborhood in spring is different from the one that got through winter somehow. The same houses but with all the gardens, doing what the gardens know by now. To do when the particular signal comes from wherever the signal comes, to trees and things. And suddenly the street is more than a street, and the neighborhood in spring just sings. Neighborhood in spring remembers what it's supposed to look like underneath. The neighborhood in spring has embers that become the flower and the leaf, given the right conditions. The neighborhood in spring is beautiful. The neighborhood in spring is dutiful in its returning showing up. The neighborhood in spring fills up every garden with the evidence of the life beneath the winter's dents, impatient holding of the dormant things. The neighborhood in spring just brings it all back. Neighborhood in spring. I walked the neighborhood in spring last April and took the long route through the unfamiliar streets and found the spring was doing the same in every garden. The particular insistence of the season on the blooming, regardless of the address or the size. And I was moved by the democracy of spring, the way it doesn't specialize or discriminate. The neighborhood in spring remembers what it's supposed to look like underneath. The neighborhood in spring has embers that become the flower and the leaf, given the right conditions. The neighborhood in spring is beautiful. The neighborhood in spring is beautiful, and it's returning, and it's showing up. The neighborhood in spring fills up every garden with the evidence of the life beneath the winter's dents, impatient holding of the dormant things. The neighborhood in spring just brings it all back. Neighborhood in spring. Walk the neighborhood in spring, walk it slowly and pay attention. Walk the neighborhood in spring and find what the season has no intention of keeping to itself, of keeping to itself. The neighborhood in spring is beautiful. The neighborhood in spring is beautiful, and it's returning, and it's showing up. The neighborhood in spring fills up every garden with the evidence of the life beneath the winter's dents, impatient holding of the dormant things. The neighborhood in spring just brings it all back. Neighborhood in spring. Neighborhood in spring. Neighborhood in spring. The answer to most problems in my family has always been the making of the tea. Before the talking and before the sorting of whatever the particular difficulty requires from us in the way of the practical. The tea is made, and then the talking starts, and something in the ritual of the making prepares the hands, and then prepares the hearts for the conversation. The cup of tea is not the solution. The cup of tea is just the beginning. The cup of tea is the resolution to show up for whatever isn't coming, with the warmth already in your hands. The cup of tea, I'll put the kettle on. The cup of tea before we carry on to whatever the difficult thing requires. The cup of tea before the courage fires into the room and says the thing that needs saying. The cup of tea, that particular staying of tea is where we find the heart to begin. Cup of tea. My grandmother solved everything with tea. The kettle was the first response to news of any kind, the good and the devastating. The tea was made before she would choose her words, and by the time the tea was ready, she had chosen them with care. And the cup was in your hands, and you were slightly warmer, and the words she'd chosen helped you up from whatever had knocked you down. The cup of tea is not the solution. The cup of tea is just the beginning. The cup of tea is the resolution to show up for whatever is incoming, with the warmth already in your hands. The cup of tea, I'll put the kettle on. The cup of tea, before we carry on to whatever the difficult thing requires. The cup of tea, before the courage fires into the room and says the thing that needs saying. The cup of tea, the particular staying. Power of the held warm cup at the start. The cup of tea is where we find the heart to begin. Cup of tea. Put the kettle on for someone today. Put it on before you know the reason. Put the kettle on and find a way to be the warmth for someone in any season. Any season. The cup of tea, I'll put the kettle on. The cup of tea, before we carry on to whatever the difficult thing requires. The cup of tea, before the courage fires into the room and says the thing that needs saying. The cup of tea, the particular staying. Power of the held warm cup at the start. The cup of tea is where we find the heart to begin. Cup of tea. Cup of tea. Cup of tea. Cup of tea. There are things between us left unsaid, not because they're secrets or because the things are bad they're left unsaid, because the ordinary day just has its laws of momentum, of moving through without the stopping to articulate the particular gratitude and the particular love that goes unstated in the late rush of the average evening. The things left unsaid are not the bad things. The things left unsaid are often the best. The things left unsaid are just the glad things that the busy life has repressed in favor of the next task. The things left unsaid, I want to say them. The things left unsaid, I don't want to delay them into the regret of the never said. The things left unsaid one of the things left unsaid last Thursday in the kitchen while you were reading something, and you looked up and said, I know, and went back to the book, and it was the most humbling evidence of the love between us, that the sad thing was already known. And yet the same made the room feel different, and made the ordinary kitchen feel like home more completely. The things left unsaid are not the bad things. The things left unsaid are often the best. The things left unsaid are just the glad things that the busy life has repressed in favor of the next task. The things left unsaid, I want to say them. The things left unsaid, I don't want to delay them into the regret of the never said. The things left unsaid are better said than carried in the chest through all the years. The things left unsaid without the fears of how they land, just said because they're true. The things left unsaid between me and you, our love. Things left unsaid. Say the things left unsaid today. Say the particular good ones, the ones that need the saying in the particular way. Only you can say them to the ones who need to hear them. Who need to hear them. The things left unsaid, I want to say them. The things left unsaid, I don't want to delay them into the regret of the never said. The things left unsaid are better said than carried in the chest through all the years. The things left unsaid without the fears of how they land, just said because they're true. The things left unsaid between me and you, our love. Things left unsaid. Things left unsaid.
The homecoming is its own particular emotion that doesn't have an easy name in any tongue. The place where you began, returning to you when you thought you'd grown beyond and young, was the only version of you that belonged there. But belonging doesn't end at the changing of the person. The town still holds you in its particular unestranging. Welcome back. The homecoming is the proof of belonging. The homecoming is the particular grace of the place that knew you before the becoming of the person standing now in the place you started from. The homecoming I'm driving in, the homecoming, the familiar begin of the landscape that was the backdrop of the first version of my life, for better and for worse. The homecoming, the street I know by name. Homecoming, everything the same and everything different, because I am the homecoming. Here I am.
homecoming is the particular grace of the place that knew you before the becoming of the person standing now in the place. You started from the homecoming. I'm driving in the homecoming, the familiar begin of the landscape that was the backdrop of the first version of my life, for better and for worse. The homecoming, the street I know by name. The homecoming, everything the same and everything different, because I am the homecoming. And here I am, still belonging. Homecoming. Go back to where you're from sometime. Go back and let it have its say. Go back to where you're from and find that home is not a place that goes away, goes away. The homecoming, I'm driving in. The homecoming, the familiar begin of the landscape that was the backdrop of the first version of my life, for better and for worse. The homecoming, the street I know by name. The homecoming, everything the same and everything different, because I am the homecoming. And here I am, still belonging. Homecoming, homecoming, homecoming. You left a note on the fridge this morning that said back at 6, soup in the pot. And nothing about those particular words should have undone me quite as much as what they did to me at 7 in the morning, when I found them and stood reading them too long. The soup in the pot, the care behind the thinking of the person not yet home, still being strong enough to leave the note. The note on the fridge is the love language of the practical, the caring for the body. The note on the fridge is the little knowledge of each other that makes love the somebody who puts the soup on before they leave. The note on the fridge, I found it this morning. The note on the fridge, without any warning, it reminded me of what we've built in here. The note on the fridge, through every year of the ordinary and the difficult and the fine. The note on the fridge, your handwriting mine, to keep the most domestic declaration. The note on the fridge, the particular station of where our love lives. Note on the fridge. I left a note for you last Tuesday saying nothing more important than the milk, and yet I put a small thing in the corner of the paper that meant the particular ilk of the feeling I had when I wrote it, which was affection, which was the I love you that the practical note contains between the milk and the back at 6, the through line of the years of notes. The note on the fridge the body. The note on the fridge is the little knowledge of each other that makes love the somebody who puts the soup on before they leave. The note on the fridge, I found it this morning. The note on the fridge, without any warning, it reminded me of what we've built in here. The note on the fridge, through every year of the ordinary and the difficult and the fine. The note on the fridge, your handwriting mine. To keep the most domestic declaration. The note on the fridge, the particular station of where our love lives. Note on the fridge, leave a note today. Just leave a note. Leave it somewhere they will find it. Leave a note today, the small remote act of love that will remind them of you. Of you. The note on the fridge, I found it this morning. The note on the fridge, without any warning, it reminded me of what we've built in here. Ah, the note on the fridge, through every year of the ordinary and the difficult and the fine. The note on the fridge, your handwriting mine. To keep the most domestic declaration. The note on the fridge, the particular station of where our love lives. Note on the fridge. Note on the fridge. Note on the fridge. The last warmth of October sits at 4, when the sun is low and the air still holds the particular temperature that summer left before the autumn finally unfolds into the cold it's been preparing to become. And for an hour at 4 in late October, the world is warm in the way of the almost gone, and I stand in it before the year turns sober into November. The last warmth of October is a gift. The last warmth of October is the knowing that the warmth is gonna lift, and that the going is as beautiful as the glowing of the warmth itself. The last warmth of October, hold it. The last warmth of October, fold it into memory for the cold months coming. The last warmth of October, humming in the particular light of the late sun. The last warmth of October, almost done. not yet, not for this one particular hour. The last warmth of October has the power of the almost gone. Last warmth of October. I stood in the garden at exactly 4 on the last warm Tuesday before the turn, and let the October light do what it does, which is to make everything around you burn with the particular amber of the ending season. And I was sad and not sad both at once, the particular bittersweet of the season, turning its most beautiful cold to winter. The last warmth of October is a gift. The last warmth of October is the knowing that the warmth is gonna lift, and that the going is as beautiful as the glowing of the warmth itself. The last warmth of October, hold it. The last warmth of October, fold it into memory for the cold months coming. The last warmth of October, humming in the particular light of the late sun. The last warmth of October, almost done, but not yet, not for this one particular hour. The last warmth of October has the power of the almost gone. Last warmth of October, stand in the last warmth of October, stand in it before it goes, stand in the last warmth of October, and let it reach into whatever the cold throws, whatever it throws. The last warmth of October, hold it. The last warmth of October, fold it into memory for the cold months coming. The last warmth of October, humming in the particular light of the late sun. The last warmth of October, almost done, but not yet, not for this one particular hour. The last warmth of October has the power of the almost gone. Last warmth of October. Last warmth of October. The last warmth of October sits at 4 when the sun is low and the air still holds the particular temperature that summer left before the autumn finally unfolds into the cold that's been preparing to become. And for an hour at 4 in late October, the world is warming the way of the almost gone. And I stand in it before the year turns sober into November. The last warmth of October is a gift. The last warmth of October is the knowing that the warmth is gonna lift, and that the going is as beautiful as the glowing of the warmth itself. The last warmth of October.
City lost its neon glow, candles flickered soft and low. You said darkness felt like truth when stripped of proof. But talk without the screen, let go about the things we didn't show. Shadows moved along the wall, like writing on it all.
City lost it. City lost. City lost it. City lost. City lost. City lost.
Beneath enfolded dark, I stand by for a fresh start. You used to joke we'd run away, at least for a day.
I never packed it full of clothes, just dreams we both proposed. Now dust collects on handle worn from plans unborn.
Escape isn't always distance. That suitcase holds a future gone, or maybe we leaned on.
And every time I see it there, I feel that air. One day I'll fill it up for real with something I can feel. Not running from what broke apart, but toward a different start. Movement heals in time. The suitcase waits, but so do I. Not stuck beneath goodbye, just gathering the nerve to choose a road without you.
Half the pages still are blank, words abandoned where they sang. You used to read them line by line, calling every sentence mine. Ink grew hesitant and slow after you decided to go. Like stories lose their will to grow when endings show. Some chapters close mid-thought. That notebook waits beside my bed, full of words I never said. A story paused between two lines before goodbye. One day I'll finish what we began, without your helping hand, because the heart still wants to ride, even after night. Creation follows along. The empty pages call my name, not asking who to blame, just asking me to start again with different pen. With different pen. Wooden steps that creak tonight, carrying laughter up the flight. You'd run ahead and call my name like love a game. Now tenants new climb through the hall, not knowing it at all. But somewhere in the echo there we share the air. Buildings keep quiet diaries. That staircase holds the weight of days of young
narrow climb for that short time. I left the street we used to share without a second stare. Not from anger or from pride, just from inside. The sky was wide and clear above, no echo of our love. And in that ordinary air I felt repaired. Forward is a quiet word. I didn't turn to see the past or count the last, because the road ahead of me was where I'd be. Not forgetting where I came or how you shaped my name, but learning how to walk alone into the unknown. Freedom steps softly. The past stayed where it always was, without because, and in the simple act of stride I felt alive. There's a melody tonight, drifting softly through the light, like a whisper in the air of a love once burning there. Every note reminds me of all the nights we dreamed of love, like the rhythm of your heart still refuses to depart. Some songs never fade away. You are the song I couldn't forget, a melody I still regret. Even when the years move on, your music keeps playing on. I can hear your voice again through the echoes of the wind, like the radio of time, still replaying what was mine. Every road I walk alone still feels like your hometown. Every star above the sea still remembers you and me. And the silence in the night still holds on to your light, like a dream that won't release, like a ghost of fragile peace. Music never says goodbye. You are the song I couldn't forget, a melody I still regret. Even though the world moved on, your music still goes on. And if someday far away, someone hears the song we made, they will know without a sign, you were once this heart of mine. You are the song I couldn't forget, a melody I still regret. Even when the years move on, your music keeps playing on.
falls asleep tonight. Neon fades to softer light. Cars move slowly down the street, echoing your memory. Every window holds a story of someone chasing former glory. But I'm just walking through the dark, trying to outrun my heart. Time keeps whispering your name, like a slow unending flame. And I still hear you in the midnight air, in every breath of everywhere. Though the world keeps moving on, your echo is my favorite song. I remember how you laughed, like the world would always last, like tomorrow held our dreams, floating through the silver streams. But tomorrow came too fast and turned our future to the past. Still I trace your silhouette in the places that we met. Maybe love was never meant to stay. Maybe hearts are built this way, to hold the light of someone gone, long after they move on. I still hear you in the midnight air, in every breath of everywhere. Though the world keeps moving on, your echo is my favorite song. And if the morning comes too soon, I'll still be singing to the moon, because a love that once was true will always lead me back to you. And if the morning comes too soon, I'll still be singing to the moon, because a love that once was true will always lead me back to you. Somewhere between goodbye and forever, there's a place we used to know, where the nights felt warm together and the days moved soft and slow. We were dancing in the moment, like the world would never end. Two hearts burning in the open, more than lovers, more than friends. But every story finds a bend, where the road begins to end. Somewhere between goodbye and forever, we lost the life we dreamed about. But even though we're not together, I still hear your heart somehow. Every photograph remembers how the summer felt that year. Every fading late December Is your voice a little near? And I wonder where you wander under foreign city lights. Do you ever stop and wonder about our unfinished nights? Maybe love is never gone. Maybe it just travels on. Somewhere between goodbye and forever, we lost the life we dreamed about. But even though we're not together, I still hear your heart somehow. And if fate rewrites tomorrow, somewhere down a distant road, maybe we'll forget the sorrow and remember what we owe. And if fate rewrites tomorrow, somewhere down a distant road, maybe we'll forget the sorrow and remember what we owed. And remember what we owe. The coffee's warm inside my hands. The morning air is cold and still. Another day, another chance to climb a little up the hill. The sun is barely showing through. The curtains hanging thin and white. I breathe it in, start something new, and leave behind the restless night. I'm not asking for too much, just a little bit of grace, just enough to get me through, to find my quiet place. In this quiet morning light, everything feels almost right. One more step, one more try. Underneath this open sky, I'll be okay, I'll be fine. One more ordinary day of mine. In this quiet morning light, the train is full of tired eyes, of people just like me today. We're all just trying to make it through in our own way. But there is beauty in this rush, in every face and every stride. 1,000 stories in the hush of morning on the other side. I'm not asking for too much, just a little bit of grace, just enough to get me through, to find my quiet place. In this quiet morning light, everything feels almost right. One more step, one more try. Underneath this open sky, I'll be okay, I'll be fine. One more ordinary day of mine. In this quiet morning light, years go by so quietly, but I'm still standing, still believing that the life I've built so carefully is more than worth the time I'm giving, worth every moment, worth every mile. In this quiet morning light, everything feels almost right. One more step, one more try. Underneath this open sky, I'll be okay, I'll be fine. One more ordinary day of mine. is falling on the street. I hear it tapping soft and sweet against the window of this room. A quiet afternoon in bloom. I pour a cup and close my eyes and watch the gray November skies. There's something beautiful in rain that washes sorrow, soothes the pain. And I don't mind the cloudy days. Sometimes the rain just clears the haze. Reminds me that it's okay to feel everything that's dark and real. Down Rainy Avenue I go, where memories are soft and slow, where every drop that hits the ground turns all my silence into sound. Rainy Avenue. I find old photos on the shelf, reminders of a younger self. The places that I used to know, the seeds we planted, watch them grow. Time has changed so many things, but still this rainy feeling brings a sense of peace I can't explain, like coming home again. And I don't mind the cloudy days. Sometimes the rain just clears the haze. Reminds me that it's okay to feel everything that's dark and real. Down Rainy Avenue I go, where memories are soft and slow, where every drop that hits the ground turns all my silence into sound. Rainy Avenue. Rainy Avenue. Let the rain fall down on me, wash away what used to be. Leave me clean and leave me free, ready for what I can't yet see. Down Rainy Avenue I go, where memories are soft and slow, where every drop that hits the ground turns all my silence into sound. Rainy Avenue. Rainy Avenue. Rainy Avenue.
The road back home is longer than I remembered. The fields are wider, the hills are steep, and yet my body knows this road by instinct. The way the body holds what the mind can't keep. I left here for a life I needed elsewhere. I built my world in other people's towns, but something in the way the light falls different here pulls me like the oldest gravity around. You can leave a place and live a life in somewhere else and call it home, but something in the place that made you never lets you be completely gone. The homecoming, the familiar road, the homecoming, setting down the load of who I've been pretending to be for the place that always just knew me. The homecoming, the smell of air, the homecoming, the people there who knew me before I knew myself, who loved me before I proved my worth. The homecoming. My mother's at the door before I park the car. The way she's always always been before I knock. The dark comes first, and then the smell of dinner, and everything I left is still in stock. In all the corners of this old familiar kitchen, the same old cups, the same old window view, and something in me that had been on duty finally stands down and comes back to you. You can leave a place and live a life in somewhere else and call it home, but something in the place that made you never let you be completely gone. The homecoming, the familiar road, the homecoming, setting down the load of who I've been pretending to be for the place that always just knew me. The homecoming, the smell of air, the homecoming, the people there who knew me before I knew myself, who loved me before I proved my worth. The homecoming. Home is not a place you live in. Home is where you're known without pretending. Home is where your name means something. Home is where the story keeps on pending. Keeps on pending. The homecoming, the familiar road, the homecoming, setting down the load of who I've been pretending to be for the place that always just knew me. The homecoming, smell of air, the homecoming, the people there who knew me before I knew myself, who loved me before I proved my worth. The homecoming. The homecoming.
Track 11 ends too soon. A fade of black before the tune. You said I'll add the rest tonight, but life turned down the final light. Now I replay it song by song, each lyric where you once belonged. But silence sits where notes should be, a void of you inside of me. The title reads for morning rain. You always loved the sad refrain. Now I just hum the ghostly parts and skip the gaps that break my heart. I never change a single track or fill the space. You won't come back. It ends the way you left that night, unfinished, soft and out of sight. The playlist you never finished still plays, a loop of light and vanished days. I listen close to what's not there and hear your love inside. Some songs don't need a final verse, they echo through the universe. The playlist you never finished still plays, a loop of light and vanished days. I listen close to what's not there and hear your love in silent air. You always rushed, but never tripped. That loose shoelace, your easy script. I told you once you'll fall someday. You laughed and said that's just my way. But now that loop's still half undone. Feels like the race we never won. I tied it once the day you left, and not to hold my heart bereft. But it came loose like everything, and now I just let silence cling. The shoes sit by the closet door, still facing out, still wanting more. I leave them laced in just your way, still tangled up in yesterday. The shoelace you never retie still lies like one more thing we compromise. It trails the floor like you once ran, still chasing dreams we never planned. I watch it sway when I walk past, a fragile thread from love that lasts. And in its curve I see your trail, a loop of life we failed to nail. Some laces don't belong in bows, they wrap around what no one knows. The shoelace you never tied again still speaks of a morning's on its lost to then. And though the shoe has turned to dust, that lace still holds what I still trust. So I won't tie it, won't pretend that we were ever meant to end. One strap curled in like it was shy. The zipper paused like last goodbye. You packed in haste, but not to go, just for the weekend. That was so. Your book still peeks from fabric mouth, a map that points from north to south. Your makeup pouch, your favorite tea, still sit like how they used to be. You zipped it halfway, then you turned and said, "Remind me what we learned." I said that love just needs a chance, but all I got was backwards glance. Now that I've closed back still breathes, a monument of soft beliefs. The bag you left half zip remains, still spilling love and folded pains. Each pocket lined with things unsaid, still holding tears you never shed. I almost sipped it all the way, but stopped it, didn't feel okay. Some stories don't deserve the seal, they ache to breathe it back to heal. Some zippers pause where hearts still break, and leave behind what time can't take. Your back still waits with breathless air, still aching for your hands to care. And though I distance shift its frame, it still replies with just your name. So let it sit, still part, not whole, half closed like love that